Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6 Gathering Storm continues with our Mansa Musa of Mali 10,000 gold per turn challenge game. We have a reason to attack Korea, and we're going to make use of it soon. I don't need to spend money upgrading you to a ranger, but at some point I might. Just going to leave you back here to hang out for now. We need to be getting artillery. So how much does artillery cost to purchase with Faith? It's 685 with Faith, and I guess I could have looked in the other thing. It's 1375 to purchase with gold. So we could purchase like most of an army in a single turn if we wanted to. But we'll deal with that in the near future. Ranger buddy. He's doing some exploration. Musketman, you're also checking this whole Zulu territory out. See if there's anything worthwhile in here. At least give us hopefully more trade routes possibilities in case any of their cities really stand out from that aspect. We're 4 points from a golden age, and that should be covered by the Statue of Liberty, which will be complete in one turn. Knock on wood. Just make sure nobody else has it. But I guess hold on. Let me do a search, because we know that they're making one. That's not how you spell statue at all. That's a more appropriate spelling. 3 results. Okay, so someone else is making one. It looks like it's well constructed so far. What does ours look like? Ours is further along than theirs. Okay. So they're like a step or two behind. So I think we've got this one. Unless somebody else has a secret Statue of Liberty in hidden space, which is a possibility. I think we're good. You could use some housing, so let's see. A +5. Let me just drop it right here. Like it's hot. And then let me queue up your shrine afterwards. Shrines are okay, temples are too much. This is the new found respect I have for the holy site. Temples are too much. We've gone over this already. You could use housing. So let's get your neighborhood made. I'm gonna give you a +5 neighborhood. How about that? 9 turns. Beautiful. You have enough housing, at least temporarily. But maybe we could use some more just to give you some air here. I'm gonna put this over here where we just built this mine. I'm gonna give you this instead. Because you're about to hit 8 of 10. You could use more housing in the near future. And that's the best way to do so. Zanzibar. Consider yourself.
I have filled a water bag from my people
my ally.
and gone to the desert and walked empty ways.
We found the Sahara. So this gives us extra amenities from cinnamon and cloves. Train a biplane is what they would like me to do. That sounds like madness, sir. Who would do something like that? Who would try to take to the sky in the civilization game? Not me. That's for other people. You need housing, though, is the thing. We're gonna put a mine here and a mine here eventually, and a mine here, so, and a mine here. So all these spots are gonna be trash. Here's where you go. You go to +6 island over here. And you put all your people over here on this island where it's gonna flood and kill them all in the future. But you don't tell them that it's gonna flood and kill them all, even though the projections clearly state that that's what's going to happen. I think we could deal with more military engineers. I'm gonna have you build one after you work on your bank, sir. Because I think you deserve it. So these guys are going to roll solo because they have 2 tank cores coming their way, and mobilization is 4 turns away. We're going to purchase... Oh, I'll use the Faith to get Banks because I feel like that's a better deal. I will purchase an artillery. I will purchase actually a 2nd artillery this turn. I want like at least 2 artillery armies. I think that's not unreasonable. 2 or 3, supported by an observation balloon, should be enough to bring down her walls pretty quickly. 2 will definitely accomplish it. 3 will do it faster. And sometimes I prefer speed. There is a maintenance cost associated with doing such a thing, but we can always delete the units later once we don't need them anymore. You know what? You've got enough production. Let me hit you up with some farmland. Fez. Send an envoy. We have 1 envoy. We are not sending it to Fez. Sorry, Fez. You're not a very good city-state, Fez. At least not for us. You're still useful in that you would make our campuses slightly better. Our libraries, that is, once we hit you with 3 envoys. But yeah, it's not super worthwhile for us. There's some oil down here. How much oil per turn are we getting? 6? We're spending
Here
4
at
on
our
units.
sea-washed sunset gates shall stand
Statue of
a
Liberty is
mighty woman
complete.
with a torch,
And this
whose
gives us
flame
the golden
is
age.
the imprisoned lightning.
And it also makes it so once we go to war with Korea right here, we'll at least be able to, I think, hold their closest city without problem.
For once you have tasted flight.
We have flight, so let's see. It's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it only helps with this city. It doesn't help with the capital. That's not the capital. The capital's all the way. It definitely doesn't help with the capital. It also does not help with any of their other cities. But that's okay. I guess, you know, we should definitely have the stock exchange at the ready. It's going to be important for us. You know, you can build so quickly now that we've given you 1 billion trade routes for production, and you have 10 population. You definitely need your Suguba. I will put it over here. Question mark. That's fine. It's fine. Let's put it there. And then you're going to be able to build another district immediately after that. So we could just, like, slam in a holy site here and then have their Suguba here. Yeah. So we're going back-to-back districts in Narina. The home of the Statue of Liberty. One of the greatest Mali cities known to man. Alright, can we purchase a... We can purchase an artillery with faith. I will purchase 1 artillery with faith. I want 2 armies at least. 2 artillery armies at least. If not 3. Maybe 3. 3 might be the perfect number for us. I'm thinking it probably is. What do you need? You need some housing. How about we put a neighborhood down here somewhere? A +5 neighborhood. Seems reasonable to me. We've got tank. We have just tanks over here where we could, and we have the artillery. So I think next turn we're gonna declare our war against Korea. That also puts us in the golden age, so we can see where things are. So next turn is I think a fine choice for that, depending on how things line up. We'll be ready to chop some more stuff next turn. You hold your horses. Horses considered held. For this turn. do we have down yonder? Bulawayo. Hello, my dudes. The tank corps has arrived. Perfect timing for the war. Mobilization in 2 turns. Everything's looking beautiful. All right, you start your railroad. We're gonna make this path all railroaded up. What tile are you actually using? You should probably focus on growing first, my friend. I know you were making okay time on the Seguba, but if you get more population in the mix, you're gonna do much better overall. At least that's how I feel. Right now, it's looking like it's costing us turns, but overall, it's gonna be pretty beneficial for you. Lautaro likes the fact that we hit this golden age. I'm with you, brother. I'm happy we did as well. Korea's in a heroic age. Okay, I wish she was like normal or dark, preferably dark. Maori is also heroic. And then we've got normal from Lautaro, Mongolia, and Brazil. And dark from India and Zulu. We get to choose one bonus. And that bonus is going to be reform the coinage. Your traders cannot be plundered. International trade routes provide +3 gold per specialty district in that foreign city. Claim a great person. Who do we have? John Rockefeller. Ooh, and it's going to make our trade routes better. Don't mind if I do, Mr. Rockefeller. And now is the time to talk to Korea. And be like, yo, we are going to protect our friend. Let's make sure that they're still at war. They're hanging out in their territory. They're definitely still at war. So we hit them with the denounce. Now they have 15 grievances against us. But we get 0... We generate 0 grievances because we are protecting our dear friend. Your defeat shall be swift. Your people forgotten this I have foreseen. I don't think you've foreseen any of this. I think that if there's anything you should have foreseen, it would be your own demise. That's the more likely scenario. Okay, I'm going to put you on this side so that he can come in here and go after the bombard. And yeah, we got work to do over here. How much does it cost to get us a balloon? 765. That's worth it. And now we need either 2 more artillery or 5 more artillery. You start one step at a time. You buy 1 more artillery. You buy a trader. Everything's looking beautiful. 2 turns up here on Kanyana. Reina visiting, but we have 7 turns for population growth. Can we make this population growth go a little faster, actually? It didn't change to focus on food, so the answer appears to be no. Let me give you your shrine, and we should get some more housing for you. I guess a +5 up here. Finish your shrine and then get that housing. You could use a neighborhood. Not that you're growing very quickly, but you do. Ultimately, you would like the extra cap there. This is our industrial zone spot still. How about we put this down here? You could use one of these as well. Shrine would take you 7 turns. Let's just purchase your shrine. You've been a great city for us for some time, and we pay you back by at least letting your people get a little worship going on. How about that? Seems respectful. I'm gonna put neighborhood right there. 21 turns. It's a little long, but whatever. 12 turns on the Eiffel Tower, followed by hooking them up with a little neighborhood action over here. So, and now we're gonna chop.
I ought to be jealous of the tower.
You ought to be jealous
She's
of
more
it.
famous than I am.
Extremely true, Gustav. But you are, I mean, you're living on in name as long as this bad boy stands. Your work is remembered. So that may be cool to you, it may not, I don't know. It's kind of cool to me. But I didn't make your towers, so what I say has very little significance on how you feel about that. Grants 3 oil per turn. Your trade routes gain +2 gold for each strategic resource at the destination city. So that applies to every trade route. Not when they say destination city, they mean the target of the trade route. So all our trade routes are just getting that much better. I enjoy this immensely. Artillery Corps, you're done for this turn. And a little more farm action. Fez. I'm kind of disappointed that you're over here, Fez. I was really hoping to run into Nazca still. Nazca would have been tremendous to find. But I do not think that that is going to be the case in this game, unfortunately. Because that might have been... I don't know if there are any... Hold on, let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's no more city-states left. As far as I am aware, that would be the last. Guess we'll put our harbor over here. Get started on that. In general, I think harbors are a little bit better than commercial hubs. One of the major benefits of commercial hubs for us, obviously, that changes that formula a little bit is that, first of all, they're cheaper because there are specialty districts. Second of all, they give us that 20% savings. Not to, and plus all the adjacency bonus, improvements that you get. So, I'm just talking about standard commercial hub versus harbor argument. I think I like the harbors more. I think they provide more benefit. Take a sip of my iced tea. All right. Duplicates of the chosen luxury resource grant amenities. And we'll go for salt again, and I'll actually put some money or some votes into this one. Not a ton. 6 is actually a pretty significant amount. And we definitely want the extra trade route. And, the gold. Or we want people to trade with us. And I will vote for myself for some extra diplomatic victory points. The World's Fair, generating great people points per turn. We got that one locked in. So, we don't have to do anything special for the World's Fair. We're just going to win that one. Tobacco grants no amenities. I don't think that affects us. We get the extra trade route. And we get the victory points, and the World's Fair is happening. Air score from the neighborhood.
Road
cool.
or rail, but economies travel on.
Economics is in place. Oh, we've temporarily lost our alliance with our buddy. So let's go ahead and re-up that. Gandhi, it's all cool, brother. I really wish. I mean, there are a bunch of things still that I feel like Firaxis could add to make my life easier, and one of them would be, whenever the alliance falls, I wish they would bring up a thing that's just hey, do you want to get this thing back up and running? I know it's not that simple because it's a trade deal, but I wish that you could hit like a button of like, try to be friends and try to get the thing going, and it would just at least take you to the trade screen with like, where you didn't have to go through all of the steps. It did some of them for you. I would definitely appreciate that. I think that would be good. Do I think it's more important than other things? No, obviously. But I do think it could be very useful. We can get some experience for our artillery friends. That's nice. 53 to you. I'll take it. And so if we get one more, then we have 2 armies ready. We also have an archaeologist ready. I want to finish making the artillery though. I think I do want one more army for this. So we have enough for 2 armies right now. We're going to need 3 more boys, and then I will feel comfortable taking Korea down probably pretty swiftly. Let's get plastics, because I remembered there was some oil in the water. We built 1 neighborhood, and it's not really enough. But let's go for the stock exchange first, and then let's get your next neighborhood, which we will place. We definitely don't want to place it on a desert because it's a more useful tile. Let's just put it over here. Oh, we need to remove this thing so that we can put our industrial zone there one day. 49. Let's send you to Diera. Although your trade route number was actually pretty much the same, but yeah, so we can keep trading from our capital and getting good amounts. You're at 13 of 14 housing, so we do kind of need you to get your neighborhood. Plus 6 up here, that's hard to turn down. Karina. Let's get a harbor going. Nine housing. We'll get your shrine, and we'll get you a neighborhood. +4s above us, +5s over here. I will put 1 here. And nothing to steal. Let's just go for one of the higher probability things that might be of use. You are losing loyalty, so some unrest could actually do some damage for once. It doesn't often have the capability of getting any damage in, but this time it does, which is nice. Let me mine. So since we still have Magnus over here, I guess we can move these and chop them. Move them away from Choir. But what do we get from it? Maybe, you know, a stock exchange a little faster. Let's just send Magnus over to the east again. Somewhere. So that we can purchase. I'm just going to send him to Narina. Because I know Narina is solid for pumping out settlers in the future. They have a mountain tunnel here. Let me bring you down to cover the mountain tunnel. You're going to join with him next turn. You're going to join with him next turn. These guys are going to squad up. Hey. We'll have our armies soon. One thing I would like is an automate railroads type of deal. Like, or say connect this to that and then he does it automatically, kind of like a trade route already works. Having the anytime I want to place like railroads, which is almost never, I just remember how annoying it is versus what it could be. So I would like them to change that at some point. I doubt it's high priority for them. It's not high priority for me, but I would potentially use it more often if I could just be like, if I could just send them on missions to build to my big towns. They would be more interesting to me then, because I wouldn't have to interact with them as much. It's just a waste of time right now. It might provide us with a bunch of gold, so it may not be a waste of time, but you know how it is. It could be easier. Mobilization. Korea, you don't stand a chance against me. You might actually, I don't know. Your cities are relatively strong.
When they are preparing.
But I'm trying to talk a good game here before we go in against you. We don't need skyscrapers anymore, so let me put in, we're 2765. Let me put in free market and see how much of an impact this has at this juncture. 2838. See, that's what I was saying. It doesn't add up too much yet. It will add up a lot in the future. Oh, I could have shot and then, hold on, let me shoot. I could have shot with him and done the same thing, but we'll do it here, and that's fine. Just like I can have this guy attack. The pathing is incredible looking. You're like, I have to go through this mountain tunnel into this over here to, no. All right, we'll just army up. We'll have you kill this man and then army up. Great work. I love the mountain tunnel pathing, and by love I mean that was a nightmare, but whatever. I'm just trading for pure gold value from them. I guess we'll get your shrine and purchase the lighthouse. How long? It said 14 turns. Yeah, we'll purchase your lighthouse and shipyard, and then we have enough to purchase like one more artillery. Governors, what are we looking for in governors? 6 turns of Pingala being neutralized. We're going to war, and war means let's bring Victor along. That's what that means to me. So Victor, he's gonna hang out up at the front. We have 1 artillery. We don't have enough faith or money to buy a second, so. But next turn, I think we can buy 1 of each with. Well, we could definitely buy 2 with gold, but I think we could buy 1 with faith, and we only need 1 more on top of that. So we can do it that way if we so feel inclined. Let me put a holy site over here to make my Sububa better. And you know what? Let's just spend the faith on banks. The money will be spent on the military units we desire. Get your railroad on. It's a full-on mountain range over here. Let's have you just walk this way. Automate it for me, please. This musketman is once again ready for battle. Maybe the barbarian ranged boys have been dealt with by the Zulu or something. Dude, Yerevan, why have you done nothing with this skirmisher? This skirmisher has been around here for hundreds, if not thousands of years. He has chased me away in the past, and you just continue to let him thrive and survive out there. And I do not appreciate this. All right. It's time to move our boys forward. And it's time to get 2 more artillery. And now I think we're done with our direct military, other than maybe buying something to fortify the city. I think we're good to go on that front. You need housing, you need a decent amount of stuff. A water mill would help you out tremendously. It didn't help you out too much, but it's nice. It's nice to have. I might have been overstating it when I said that it would help you out that much. And by might have been, I mean, I definitely was. +6? That's a +6 housing situation over there. It's only going to take you 50 turns to accomplish it, but you will get it done eventually. The railroad in progress. Looking beautiful. Okay, we got number 3 coming in hot. So, I just want to protect my cavalry. You don't have walls, but this guy's a size 13, plus he's the capital. I'm going straight for the capital. I believe that's a respectable and bold choice. Go straight for the capital. Leave nothing else. Or don't let anything else distract you along the way. Luckily, there's very little along the way to distract us. Makes that task easier to accomplish. We don't have enough to purchase the oil, but I would like to purchase the oil. So next turn, I'm thinking that that's the way we do it. Your field cannon has definitely survived. I'm just going to have you walk away from there because that doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble. Plus, I see this goody hut over here. I'm going to send him after goody huts. No bomba? Hey, you're not supposed to be here, Barbarian Ranger. There's a camp down here. Okay. I don't know if our musketman is up to the task, but we'll be able to, we'll figure something out. I'm sure it'll work out in the end. If we can put one guy here and one guy here to fire on the capital with the assist from the observation balloon.
Nothing on this earth.
Plastics is here to stay. Should I fear? I don't think I need to fear the city defenses for at least the ranged madness. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit to set you guys up over here. But that's okay. Because, let's see, we can put you here, here, and then somebody's going to have to get shot to attack these walls. Or maybe not, because if they drop down here, we would need another observation balloon, but this city doesn't attack. So, could be fine. If we can figure out a place to put a seaside resort, that's another set of era scores, so I'm going to prioritize that. Plus, it's just straight up gold. Pick up a stock exchange. You have the power, so that's nice. We're up to 2922 gold. It's a reasonable number of gold. Let's get your shrine. And we're just trading for as much gold as we can get. Excuse me, sir, I wanted to place a railroad there. I guess I'll put a railroad here. We got a bonus for connecting the cities. Always nice. Timbuktu, what are you after? What drives you? We're getting rid of the jungle. It's too messy. It's not very appealing to the people. Alright, I want you to deal with this camp, but I don't know if you're going to be able to handle it yourself. It's kind of late game. It's a new camp. So I need you to go, yeah, like this way. There are barbarians over here. Alright, well, we still want to focus on getting you there, but there are barbarians along the way to also deal with. So, at least they're just swordsmen. We know you can easily dispatch them. No bomba. You can be upgraded to Spec Ops now? That's cool. So that means you could become Spec Ops if we so desired. It's kind of an expensive upgrade for little to no reason right now. You're going to be able to get a harbor soon, Kanyana. I'm happy about that. He took a little beating. Do we have... Can we get supply vehicles or whatever to make him heal better in this engagement? And then maybe we should focus on getting them to modern armor status. I have to do this way, unfortunately. And like I said, only 2 of these guys are going to be able to do anything in this engagement. I could move him up here and have him attack this city with the observation balloon hanging out right here. So 1 more turn of movement from everybody. Just to get them in range. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might pick up the Hermitage for purely era score reasons. Late game, I just find it harder and harder to get era scores, so... Where would we place it? I don't know. Let's put it here. Stock exchange would be nice. You need housing, though, so let's get your neighborhood. And I'll place it just down here so we don't have to spend anything. We do have a bunch of money to spend right now, though, so... We should not be stingy. Where's our... Magnus is coming up soon, so we can start purchasing settlers instead. So that we have you, that we can buy your harbor. There's going to be a Saguba here. So... Placing the harbor here would make it actually +3. And then potentially we could put more districts here. So let's put it here. It's going to be +3 soon enough, and it's going to make the Saguba a little better. But you don't need to stay here any longer. We'll send you to Fadama. And we will purchase your lighthouse. Let's purchase an archaeologist. Did we build... So we built an archaeological museum there. Did we build one here as well? Can I afford to buy another? Yeah. Okay, that's where that money's going right now. Why are you just standing here doing this, sir? You're getting in the way. I know what we can do. We can just purchase the tile to get you out of the way. So for now, let me put this in the city. And then we'll just buy that tile so that you get bumped out of there. What I was looking or thinking about earlier was, can we get a supply convoy? They're 1,400 gold. He's taking a little bit of a beating over here. So, here, let's send you here, and let's send you back here to heal. And I do really want a supply convoy, because that will help our healing out a lot. Yeah, he's not very effective against rangers, but it'll work for now. Everything will be okay in the end, I'm sure. Where do you want to go? I don't have a great spot for you. I guess we could... I don't know if I want to lumber mill this. There's not a lot of opportunity in this area, so maybe I do. I'm just going to have you run to this spot and ignore barbarians along the way. They can attack you in the process if they feel like it. And they probably will feel like it. I don't blame them. If I was them, I would attack you as well. Shaka wins the aid request. We had a negative 16 score, so, you know, we really needed to try harder if we wanted to survive that. Oh, I thought he was going to actually be able to kill it and move over one tile, but that's fair. They'll all kill themselves attacking me if they decide to attack me. So I was saying we just buy this tile to get him off of it, to let us continue our railroad to Diera. We get a little Korean flintlock pistol. We clear out this tile for sure, because we want to build an industrial zone there someday. Why did Gandhi leave his astrolabe over here? That's crazy. I don't know why he would have done such a thing, but that's apparently what he felt like doing. We could drop a +4 industrial zone in the region if we desired. And boy, do I desire it. Get a +4 theater. We could just buy a stock exchange as well. I'm gonna get you a stock exchange. And then I will have you start working on... How about you get a water park? How does that suit you? It seems like a decent idea to me. Oh, boy, it's getting around that time that I should be wrapping this one up. Let's take a look at the old score. We're getting 300 signs per turn. Korea's at 313, 190 for Mongolia, 115 for the Zulu, 153 for the Mapuche, 180 for India, 142 for Maori, 39 for Brazil. We're at 250 culture per turn. 203 for India, 101 for Zulu, 276 for Maori, so they've passed us. 69 for Korea, 56 for Brazil, 133 for Mongolia, and Mapuche at 103. We're at 1,383. Korea's at 875. We still haven't taken anything from her, but we are we're positioning ourselves in such a manner that we will be able to. Let me just do this little shift. So these guys are all ready to begin firing on these two cities. We're going to focus fire the capital first, but this guy, since he can only fire over here, he'll fire over there. That's going to be cool. Korea has researched rocketry, so you have to assume she's building spaceports. Yeah, there's a spaceport down here. She's probably building a couple of them at least. We saw one there. Culturally, Gandhi's at 18 of 195. We're at 14 of 195, so we're almost as good as him in tourism, and we're not even trying for that. 2 of 8 Hindu civs, and we're at 13 of 20 for diplomacy, which is more than double the second place person. But the world's gonna turn on us for diplomacy soon. Ooh, we got a battleship. That's cool. The world's definitely going to turn on us for that, which is fair. We're getting close to a victory, so they're going to start voting against us. I'm not trying to win in that manner. Well, I don't care if I win in that manner, but I need to get to 10,000 gold per turn first. And we're at 3,100, so we're making progress, obviously, but we're still a long way away. And it looks like without trying, we are going to be able to take the World's Fair like I thought. We're at 776. Second place is 523, so we're earning like 40% more Great People points than he is for the competition. And everybody else is even further behind, obviously, so looking good as far as that goes. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. How many turns are left in this era? 34 to 54, so there's a lot of era score to be earned, but there's also a decent amount of time to do it. Everything's looking good. The war is going to be promising, and we should be able to start taking them down soon. Take a look at this just to see how long it might take to pick up. So we're several techs away. Well, we're 2 techs away from composites, which could get us modern armor. And I do think we would want to pick that up soon, so perhaps once we've finished radio. Although, I think I saw computers as we haven't picked up as well. Let me prioritize computers next. This also gives us seaports, which are another thing we definitely want to make, so it looks good. We'll go that direction, and then we'll go for modern armor afterwards, even though we might not need them at that point just because the war may have progressed far enough. We'll see. Who knows? Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.